Param pam param. Param pam 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 pam. I'm here, boys. I am here. Where exactly? Where exactly is a good question. I'm here. Don't you see me? No. I mean, here. You see? You see? Hello. Okay, so yesterday we did a very good job of solving the unsolvable. And I have to say I've been pretty happy about it, of solving the unsolvable. And so now what we can do, we can apply what we learned yesterday, right? And hopefully fix it. I think I can summarize what happened. I think I can. No. No. Yeah. So yesterday we discovered, as the thing is saying, why the layout changed slightly? I don't know. Yesterday we discovered that something went wrong in the retarget animation for the curves. So basically when we are retargeting, something happens and the curves are not properly copied over the retargeting, right? So that is what is going on. And in fact, we have seen that the run forward animation should have a weight gate curve, but it doesn't. And even more weird, my machine still finds it. Okay, the curve is needed for the run to run properly, right? So this is the summary of what we discovered yesterday after quite some tests. And yeah, so what we need to do today is to use that knowledge that we gained yesterday to actually fix the animations, which is very nice because this means that we will be able to have the run and in general the movement work properly also on Linux and on Mac, which at the moment were two platforms that had a wrong run cycle. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good, boys. That's pretty good. So we are launching the editor now and trying to see what we changed. Now I think I did some changes. Let me just check if I have to roll back, because maybe I need to roll back some of the stuff. Let me see what are the files that we changed. This part is okay because are the voiceovers. Player controller, I don't remember what we changed. But I think definitely the skeleton we should not commit. And what else? I think I need to do one check-in. So let's see così, updated. Let's do one check-in just to clear out some files, okay? So updated character creation homeworlds, right? No, character creation, sorry, race description. And volumes. Fixes to volumes for char creation. Now I don't know exactly what I did for plane shift player controller, this one, but maybe we can check it since we are connected to SVN. We can just go here and And what do you mean connect to source control? What? Connect to source control? What do you mean? No source control selected? Why? What the fuck? What? Ah, because I deleted the... Because I deleted the config files. And probably in the config files there were the source control settings. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, but that's fairly easy to fix. I hope so. Because in terms of subversion, we can just copy the same URL. And then username, I can use my username. Now, the password is the big question. But I think I can find it somehow because I'm not entering that password since a very, very long time. But oh my god, good question. Good question. Good question. I found it. I found it. Okay. Let me try like this and see if it works. Okay, it seems it worked. So if I go here now, okay, and I refresh this guy, and I diff against depot, in theory we should be able to see. By the way, meanwhile, hello Hula, hello Maui, hello Marcelo, thanks for joining. Also thanks for joining to everyone else that is there watching. So my blueprint, I changed the connection to character creation quick because I did some, because I renamed, I renamed some stuff and it is now pointing to a different sound potentially. But okay, we can check in the player controller, it's not a problem. So I think we can check in the player controller. So player controller, we can put it in. Now, null 3-time character, I think we should not put it in because it's the one that we messed up. Race description, I think is fine. Client startup, absolutely not. I have to be a bit careful in the check-ins. I have to be a bit careful. If I don't want to mess up these particles, I have no idea. Particles stricken. Okay, let's put it in. These are the ones that I renamed, right? I renamed all these ones. Yes. And there should be the new ones though. Why we don't have the new ones? Because I renamed some files, but probably since I didn't have the main menu, yeah, all these ones have to be added. Yes. Yes. Can I refresh this? No, Fuck. I need to... okay. Yeah, I will do another check-in just for this piece. Okay, then the rest should be... Okay, let's do this change. I mean, let's do this check-in. Hopefully I didn't fuck up anything. And then let's also do this one. I would say missing files from previous check-in. Right? Okay, so now we should be in a cleaner position. Now we should be in a cleaner position. There should be not much stuff still to commit. Hello, your luck. Good afternoon to you. And then we're gonna work on the retargeting and animations to understand what happened. Okay. Wow, it's taking a lot of time. But anyway, as soon as that is finished, what I want to do, I think the Noltrir mail we should probably, because the one that we were testing, we did some, we messed up a bit this model just because, and I think we should probably restore it. Yes, actually, let me close it and restore it. Let me see what we need. Yeah, like this one we will revert. Okay. Because we don't need to change it. The ALS and MVP good, I think we will revert it as well. This one is the one where we did all the tests to understand why the gate was missing, and also I would like to revert it. I think we don't need any to do any changes on it. Then these two, I think we can actually commit as missing because it's stuff that I deleted that is not needed anymore. So I can probably do a check-in just for that. Yes, maybe I can do none. And then just this one, deleted all the files, right? Now, if you remember yesterday, we completely deleted the plugin directory for ALS where we added the additional content files. I want to see if... in which situation we are now. Okay, so now the files are deleted. Now the files are deleted. It's good that they are deleted because it gives you a sense of what we are missing. In fact, when you start the editor, it's throwing a lot of errors on the Dermorian female because the Dermorian female is still pointing for some reason, and this is something we really need to fix. Is still pointing to the old ALS files. You see all these errors? Failed to load. Referenced by overlay slot 2. Yeah, the problem is that I don't understand who is trying to load this. I think it's coming from this default dermef. We should check this Dermorian female file because I think is probably the one that you see, this Dermorian F child BP. I think it's the one that is messing up a lot. So let's change that. Let's change that. Dermef. So this one, you know what we can do for this one? We can just delete it and recreate it because I think that anyway, because this one in theory allows you to override any animations if you want to override, but this one are pointing to animation that do not exist anymore. Right? I don't know exactly which one though, because if I look at them like this, they look okay. For example, he's saying ALS props, for example, he's saying base transition, base so many. It's basically impossible to navigate this thing. Okay, let's just recreate. I don't think we need to spend time on this. I think we can just delete it and recreate it. This one is should be only reference to reference from the blueprint of the Dermorian female. Yes, exactly. And yeah, and you see that it's point. Okay, so what we are gonna do, we're gonna do this. We're going to go here and we are going to temporarily remove the animation blueprint pointer and ensure that it's not anywhere else, right? And then we're going to recompile, and then I'm going to go on this one and I'm going to delete it. Maybe I can copy the name so we keep the same name, but bro, I saved it. Okay, you want it saved? Maybe you want it saved, huh? You want it saved, huh? He still sees it as referenced. He still sees it as referenced, but it's not. Interesting. Should I restart the editor for that, or? Because in theory, the only place where that was referenced was wait. There is something here as well. Okay, this one we can delete because anyway we are not using this. But okay, so no, it was actually referenced there. Okay. So now, why? Why still referenced? Is it somewhere else? Let me search for child. I recompiled and saved, so in theory should not be here anymore. In theory, at least. He still sees it. Okay. Let me restart the editor and see what happens. Sometimes these references are not, you know, fully clean. Sometimes it's not doing exactly what you should do. Yeah, it seems that it's still... Wow. I think we need to recreate this Dermorian blueprint. I don't understand who is from where is referencing that. Let me take another one and see the reference viewer. The reference viewer is going into the, yes, anim child BP on this case, and in this case, is it because it's derived from it, or I'm a bit confused of why we still have this dependency. why we still have this dependency if I removed it from the animation blueprint. Let me click on use animation asset so that maybe it doesn't even have it as a default value, right? No, it still sees it as a dependency. I mean, we can just delete it. Hello, Shlu. Welcome to Plane Shift development stream. You still see the reference, right? In theory, we could delete it, but I would like to avoid deleting something. If then, let me try this trick, okay? So that I disconnect animation blueprint from all the meshes, so that even a potential default value, no, it still sees it. It still sees the reference. Where can be that reference? Let me see in the class defaults, but in theory no, because all the class settings are not pointing to that. I don't know exactly where that could still be referenced. So, you know, I think we're just gonna delete it. We do force delete. Now, force delete basically is going to delete the reference in any case, right? Yes, which is not always the best idea, but... And then we are going to create a new child blueprint. So if I go here and I say create child blueprint, right? And we are going to call it exactly like it was before, which is this. And we are going to put it under the specific character, right? So their math, we say move. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, it did it. Okay, so now here we can associate if we want to the, so now this one should point properly to the new files, right? Now what we can do, we can apply our dermef torso, and we can apply as yes, additional mesh in the map base correlation. How does it know? I don't know how does it know, but it took it automatically, which is nice. So now we can go back to our dermef character, and now we can associate again to the proper blueprint. Okay. Now I want to see if I start the engine now, if it's still giving any errors of stuff that is not properly linked on the dermef, because now in theory we cleaned it up. Hello Jean, good evening. Now in theory we cleaned it up. Okay, we still get some errors, but as you can see, we got way less errors, and not any in the ones of the Dermorian female. So the Dermorian female, I think we fixed, right? Now you see there are these strange errors: failed to load, back montage in overlay slot 2. Overlay slot 2, which in theory is not even clickable. What the fuck is overlay slot 2? Overlay doesn't exist, boys. Reference by overlay slot 2. UI game widget scalability. What is this? Nah. What do you mean? Okay, inside, he's saying, I think it's a wrong reference, I don't know. But anyway, he's saying that inside our skill tree, he's saying that inside of our WD skill ability, which is a widget, WD skill ability, okay. Okay, so here, there is an overlay ability icon. I think it's going completely crazy. There is an overlay ability icon, which in theory has an overlay slot 2. Overlay ability icon, okay. Which in theory has an overlay. Obviously it doesn't exist. Which has an overlay slot 2 that for some reason is pointing to a... This message is incredible. Overlay slot 2 underscore 2, which in theory is pointing to our ALS animations. That is completely crazy. There is no animation defined in this widget. There are, yes, there is this overlay ability icon. Okay, I can resave it. Maybe I can just compile it and resave it, because I think there is something very weird going on. Very, very weird going on in this thing. There is a widget which has nothing to do with animations, and there should be no reason why this widget is pointing to that. WD skill ability. All these ones are inside a skill ability. All these ones. Super weird. Okay, let's launch it again now that we resaved it. Maybe the compilation and resave helped a bit, hopefully. But it's very strange. Very, very strange. I mean, like, there is a reference inside a widget, right, of the... yes, in fact, it's not there anymore. So the resave somehow helped. But now it's in another place. Ah, no, it's in the same... no, it's in the same... it's in the same widget, but it's inside widget tree. Is in the same widget, but is inside widget tree. Nah, this thing is going crazy. This thing is going crazy. Yes, some and by the way, you see if I click on widget 3, it's not even coming here because it doesn't exist. Widget 3, I think we didn't use any. We used probably, I don't know even where did we use it. Okay, let's check the other ones. These errors are very weird, and at the moment I have no idea how to fix them. Then there are some other errors here which are under these copy curves, which in his point of view in his point of view, is inside animation modifier asset user data. What the fuck? Nah, I think these errors are. Fake errors somehow. I don't know. Let me check the log. Maybe the log is better than that report. Failure to load mannequin skeleton animation examples. Advanced. So okay, so this error is okay because this error is actually trying to load. This is the ALS stuff, and is not able to load it because it doesn't exist. Maybe it's just the error that is fucked up, you know? The error here makes sense. The error here in the window do not. So all these errors are fine because now I forcedly deleted. I would be very interested to know what is this copy curves. Copy curves C2. Copy curves. But you see that something, for sure, something happened, right? When we tried to do the retargeting. Because actually copy curves doesn't exist as an element in the editor. But it's still saying that it exists, right? So, but anyway, I don't think we need to care too much about that. I don't think we need to care too much about this because we can anyway can't find file. You know what we can do? We can maybe restore these files and see then with the reference viewer where they are pointing to. Because definitely there are some. Now the Dermorian we fixed, but there is so he's trying to load this stuff anyway. But okay, that's a different problem. Okay, that I don't think I want to solve now. The thing that we want to solve now is the following. We are going to restore the animation example. So we are going to revert this directory so we get all the files as they were. And so now our editor will be happy because he will find these files. But then what we want to do, we want to compare the old and the new, so the ALS files and our files, specifically looking at the run, because the run is the one that is failing for us, and check it in. Fix it and check it in. Then download that file from the other machine and see if from the other machine it works. Okay? If that works, I would say from the player's point of view, we did what was needed. Okay, then from the developer's point of view, I think we still have something to clean up, but at least we will prove that that is working. Right? By the way, I really want to thank George that subscribed to Patreon. Thank you. So now we are 46. So maybe I can update the Patreon goal. Should we shoot for 50? I think 50 would be an insane number. What do you think? At the moment we are 46. Let's shoot for 50, boys. I will set the goal up there, if you see. Up there, yes, down, up there. To 46 out of 50. Okay. And let's see if we can reach it. Okay, obviously now that I copied again the directory, you see that we have no errors. So those files are definitely referenced somewhere. Now what we want to do, we want to do the easy fix. The easy fix is to go here under templates, search the run F, which is the one that we were looking yesterday. And we see that we have two completely unknown curves. You know that I have an incredible sense of déjà vu? And the incredible sense of déjà vu is telling me that I had this problem basically, but so the name was wrong, but the curve data was correct and was referenced correctly. Okay, let's open. I think it may be a bit more complex than what I was thinking, but let's see. So if I go under ALS and I search run F, this is the standard one. You see that there are exactly two curves, right? And you see that the values are the same between this one and this one. You see that the values are identical. Are the names that are fucked up. Are the names that are fucked up. Now, I don't know if I can change the name though. But basically what I need to do, I need to rename this. If I cannot rename it, we have a problem. I can edit it, but I cannot. Okay. There would be an issue. Unless it's in the detail panel somewhere. Ah, wait. I can. I don't know what I did. I double clicked or I F2 on it. I F2 on it. Okay, F2 on it works. You already been here, eh? Yeah, probably. But basically, so for what we see, right? For what we see, these curves are correct. They're just the wrong names, right? So I need to take feed position here and put it here instead of this one, and I will call it feed position. Now, I don't know if he also changed. So I don't know exactly what is going to happen, because I don't know if he also changed these names in the animations, and so that actually it works inside the editor, and the only thing that doesn't work is the C++ code, because during the retargeting it could not change the C++ code, obviously. Right? But this we're gonna test immediately, because it's very easy to test, because I'm going to save it like this. Just for sanity, let's check also the walk and the sprint. Yeah, I think they will be the same. Looks like they are exactly the same with the same error. Yes, they are exactly the same with the same error. Okay, for now we fixed the run. The run is the one that is anyway not working properly because it's the default gate. Okay. Okay, let's say that we are happy with this. So we check in. And from the other machine, so let me check in. Okay, the Morion female, I think we can check in. The child, we can check in. The run, we can check in. And everything else, not. So we should check in 3 files. Why 4? Because also we fixed this W scalability asset that we resaved. Okay, fine. So let's say fixed run, what is it? ALS, come on, run asset by changing the curve names as they were in ALS. Okay, so that is basically in the original ALS files, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna check in this. And then I'm going on the other PC, the one where we had the problem, right? And I'm going to, I have to revert some stuff because yesterday we did some tests, so I need to revert. Let me try to do, I'm on the other PC now. 1 second, I'm going to check which files have been changed and revert the stuff that we don't, where we did the tests, because we did a lot of tests. It's thinking. The other machine is not very fast. Is okay, but it's not. I think it's already an i7. Yeah, yes, it's an i7, but it's a very, very old i7. It was one of the first i7 to come out. And anyway, it's a laptop, so. Okay, it's thinking a lot. Okay, while he's thinking, let's check. Okay, the walk is fucked up in the same way. Let's check some other random file just to understand the extent of the problem, okay? Because I want to understand. Let's take some random stuff like no, must be something obviously of ALS. Let's take I don't know, one of the jumps. Let's take the jump loop. Okay, let's take the jump loop. Okay, the jump loop has one layer, well, one curve, I mean. Let's see if also the jump loop, for example, this one is the right curve name. For example, this one is correct. Right? Wow, the other machine is still thinking. I don't know what this thing is. Scanning the wall Unreal Engine directory. The funny part, if you see the anim curve, you see you like the current one, the correct one, you mean? Yeah, I like the correct one. Yeah, because I think he has it as a value. Maybe internally keeps it as an index. You know, I think for him this is just an index, and so in theory it works. But then when you call it by name from the C++ and not by index, this is where it's fucking up. So as long as it's not through the C++, it works, right? I think that's the takeaway. Oh my god, what is this PC doing? It's still thinking. Hello? I think the antivirus is doing something. I'm in the commit window and it's still thinking. Okay, let's check a few others randomly. Let's check, for example, the crouch walk. Okay, the crouch walk F. Okay, so there is the crouch walk F, and we want to find the same crouch walk F. So there is the same. For example, in this case, it's correct. You see? In this case, it's fine. So it fucked up only in certain files. I mean, for us it's better because it means that we have to fix, you know, less. Let me search. Okay, walk pose L. For example, this one SDIK walk pose L. Walk pose L. Hey, here, for example, is fucked up again. But probably this one we are never using from the code. You see? Windows animation curve, what do you mean? Content browser. Window animation curves. All curves. What do I see from here? Enable IK. Fit position. And weight gate. Yes, here they are correct. Yes, here the names somehow are correct. Yes. In this list. Maybe because it keeps them by index again, or there is a reasoning, you know? Okay, finally the other PC decided that it could do that. So we need to revert for sure these 3 files. Because I had show unversioned. So let me revert to the stuff that we don't need. Okay. Then what else? No, nothing else. The rest should be fine. Okay. So I think I can update my content. SVN update. On this machine. Yes, fuck, he's downloading all the images again. So what do we do here? I don't know, we can take them by one. Basically the idea is that we can open them one by one and see if the list on the left is different from the list on the right. And if it's wrong, we can just copy them, you know? I can just copy this to this, but I'm not completely sure that it's in the first position. I don't know, overall is a bit of a crazy job, but this is also why I don't want to upgrade it to the new version of ALS, because thinking that I have to redo all this stuff another time is making me mad. No, mad no, but... So how do we discover all the fucked up ones? How do we discover all the fucked up? Because, I mean, if the error is on the left, maybe it's also on the right. No, but you see, for example, the right... yes, also the right is fucked up. So basically, all these ones are fucked up. And I need to change them. Is there an easy way to do this? Because, I mean, if I have to do it manually one by one, I mean, I can. It's about 90, I think it's about 90 files. But it means that I will have to open each one, go here, check if this name is the same as this name. In this case it is, so this one is correct. And then go to the next one. Oh my god, there's so many curves here. Yeah, here is a problem. There are like 7 curves. I mean, to check them all takes me forever. They seems to be fine though, because the name seems to be the same names. I think they're alphabetically ordered, by the way. So I think that the order is always the proper one. But for example, here it seems to be missing one. The base post CLF, which is weight 1, seems to be missing this side. Let me see this one, which seems to be a good case. This one is ALS CLF. ALS CLF. If I take the same one in here, no, they are identical. In this case, they are identical. Movement action group. Default group base layer. It seems that also the group has been changed. Why? I don't know, but... Okay, meanwhile the other PC is updating. Checked values after rename. What do you mean? Check values after rename. So you think he's fucking up? No, huh? What do you mean? Walk, no, run F. Now the values are correct. I renamed it, but the curve remained the same. So the curve remains with the same values. It's just the name of the curve that is getting changed, right? And here they are okay. Yeah, the other PC is still updating because actually he was a bit behind in updates. So it was missing all the new files, all the new 3 character and all the new updates. That's why I check it in for the new areas. So he downloaded about half a giga now. No, about, yeah, half a giga. He's at 600 megabyte now. And he's still going. Yeah, the question is a bit how to do it. I mean, I can go one by one. I have no problem going one by one. Maybe I cannot do it all today. I mean, I can do it sometimes when I have some spare time, you know, and we do like 2 every day, and then at the end, we will be fine. This one seems to be fine. I don't know how he really retargeted, you know, in a bad way. This one is okay. I checked the first and the last. And the one a bit, one in the middles. But yes, all these ones seems to be fine. I don't think the errors are too many. It seems that he fucked up in the walk. Yeah, also this one seems to be all okay. I mean, it doesn't take forever. It takes just this base pose which is missing, but it was missing also in the ALS file. Maybe because it's fixed. I don't know. This one has 0 curves, so this one is easy. This one is only one, which is the rotation amount. Yes, this one is correct. Okay, the other PC finished. I found some conflict, but it's okay because it's the map that I changed on this side. So I think we are good. We are good. Now let me just delete the maps. Otherwise it will take a long time to load in. What? I don't know why he has this. I don't care. I'm going to delete all of that. I'm going to delete all of this. I'm on the other PC, and I'm deleting stuff to be sure that we are okay. Okay, now I will start it in the other PC, and we will see if the fix that we did is actually properly working. Okay, and while it's starting, we will continue to check rotation amount, rotation amount. ALS, CLFN, base pose, foot lock. And yeah, these are okay. I don't know why there are some that are missing also in the base ALS. That's very, very strange. Foot lock, and rotation amount. Yes, all these ones are correct. I don't know, I can take a screenshot of the ones that we did. I can go just one by one, and I think they go kind of by category. So all the ones that are correct are in the kind of the same group. Like all these ones that rely on rotations. For example, this one is weight gate and is correct, right? You see, this is the crouched walk and is actually okay. And this one as well. And this one seems to be fine because he has the proper weight gate, yes, and feet crossing. Yes, exactly. I don't know, I think there were very few files that are fucked up. Very few files. Very, very few files. And I don't think I changed them myself, right? Because I mean, the operations that we did were completely automatic. So we asked to Unreal to do the zero curves, all the one with zero curve, all the pose. I think all the pose we can skip because they are, I mean, I can open them anyway, but they are all zero curves, all the poses. So there is zero curves. I mean, I'm assuming that they are zero curves also in, okay, this one, for example. Layering legs, yes, this one is okay. Jump run, layering legs, plus masked length prediction, yes. Layering legs, well, the ones that are identical, I would say we should consider that they are correct. Layering legs and masked length, no, I think the majority are okay. Layering mask and prediction. When I renamed it, it got removed. Okay, yeah, but I think he saved it properly because when I reopened, it was there. So mask tier, mask sprint, heavy additive. Yeah, all these ones are okay. Okay, the other machine is starting. The editor is opening. So surely, I mean, very soon we will be able to have an answer to our question. Okay. Land additive. Yes. I mean, it takes me a bit, but doesn't take me too much. Base pose N. The montages. I think the montages are probably taking. You see, for example, this one is missing the first, but if I open the ALS one, is also missing the first. So it seems that there is something weird also in the base ALS. Like it's missing a curve here in the list. I don't know if I should add it, but in theory I could add base pose N in theory, which is this one, you know, that is getting used here. But I don't know if they, or if they are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 on layering head. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You see, there are actually 10 that are in this list, which are actually getting used by this animation, but there are only 9 that are available here. I don't know if this is going to make any problem. Art audio off. art audio on DT race description. Wait, I forgot to check in some files. Audio, wait, what is it? UI main menu, UI main menu. Ah, yes, this too. I didn't add to SVN. I don't know why. Added audio icons. And then because on the other PC, obviously I'm getting those errors. And then the other thing is data DT race description. That one, it should really not it's very strange that it's missing. DT no, this one is here. DT race description. Why? That's very strange. Character creation, and then the queue. Yeah, the queue I think I forgot because when I deleted the config file, I deleted the connection with SVN, and so all those files have not been added automatically. So this is what happened yesterday when we did. Voiceovers, character creation, exactly. All these ones needs to be added. Yes. Commit. Added voiceover audio queue. Character creation. Added char creation. Voiceover audio queue. Okay. But anyway, apart from that, we don't care. So I'm going to why is my mobile complaining? I'm going to launch the test. Okay, so I'm going under, I'm on the other machine now. I'm going under the ALS demo, which is the one that we created where the character is moving by itself. And I really hope it works. I mean, it should work. It must work. It's opening the level right now. I'm clicking on play, selected viewport, and it's still fucked up. Interesting. Okay, let me check if I reverted properly. It's still fucked up. Let me see if I reverted properly the animation blueprint, but I did, I think. Pretty sure I did. Just let me ensure that we are using the right values. So, blueprints. Maybe there is something else that is fucked up in other animations, but in theory it should be the run. I don't know, I'm confused. The fact that it doesn't work is confusing me even more. Null3RAM, let me check just if the Null3RAM blueprint is using. So what I'm doing on the other machine, I'm checking that this class is properly pointing to the right animation blueprint from here. Okay, I'm just checking this. And yes, it is. And yes, it is. Then the second thing I want to check, if the animation blueprint, I mean, I can debug it again and we can see if the value now of weight gate is bad. right? I mean, the same check we did yesterday. If it's still bad, or if there is something more. So I'm checking the blueprint, and I'm checking under base layer, locomotion cycles. Yeah, the blueprint is untouched, I would say. The blueprint is untouched. So in theory it should work. In theory it should work. I can debug the gate value. It's very strange though. It is very strange. Let me just check if the walk has the same, and the walk and the sprint, but the walk and the sprint, wait, strange, eh? So it seems that our fix didn't fix it. Walk underscore F, walk underscore F. Okay, walk underscore F has the same problem. So maybe we should fix this problem as well and check it in. Because maybe it's a blend, you know, between the walk and the run. In theory, it should not, but anyway, maybe there is a blend in the blend space, so maybe yes. So we need a feed position and come on, feed position and wait gate. Yes, the values actually are disappearing, you're right. The values are disappearing, but when I save it and open it again, I think they appear again, no? At least I hope so. Yes, they appear again. No, and so, okay, so let's try to fix the walk, and also let's try to fix the sprint, which for sure is bad. Sure, I don't know, but anyway. No, the sprint is correct. The sprint is correct. Let me check the secondary motion, which I don't know why they called it this way, but secondary motion is basically the idle. Okay, the idle doesn't have anything. Okay, let me check in this too and see if that is helping. Okay. Content characters, check in. So we have the walk pose, the walk in, yes. So fixed, I can copy this line, fixed walk, fixed ALS and walk by changing the curve names, blah, blah, blah. It's very strange it doesn't work, but let's see. Maybe this will do it. Okay, on the other machine, I'm going to close everything and I'm going to update SVN, but just for that part, because I don't want to re-download all the maps. Okay, I got the 3 files. I'm gonna start the editor. Let me just check that it's working here now, because you know, maybe here is not working anymore. But I think that here it will work as expected, but just to double check, you know, just to double check. Yes, here is working fine. It is working fine. Okay, at least it is fine. Okay, it's loading. Meanwhile, while it's loading, I think anyway this is a good fix. Okay, no, even if you know maybe it's not the one that is solving the problem, because maybe there is still something else. But I think it is a good fix, because at least we have the proper curve names. in the I think we did the jump, right? We did the jump, and I was just after the jump. I did also the landing, this one for sure, I remember it. And then we were about here. We were about here. Light additive. Yes. Land roll, base pose n, yes. Here they were the ones with the first one missing. Okay, but I think they are all okay. Meanwhile, the other machine started, so let me try. He's still complaining. Ah, yes, because I didn't update the other directory. I hope it's the blending with the walk. I really hope that is the blending with the walk. And so that now it will work, but I don't know. ALS content, advanced levels, demo. Okay, play. No. He's still fucked up, boys. He's still fucked up. Okay, let me try to do the same check that we did yesterday. So, because maybe there is other stuff that is fucked up. PT. I hoped it would work, but it doesn't. So I think the way we did it yesterday was to go here and do what? Base layer, locomotion, and then inside of this, I was using character info, if I remember right. And from character info, I was getting the no. From the curves, we were getting the weight gate, something like that, right? Curve something. There was something like get curve value. Ah, yes, get curve value, and then we were saying weight gate, and then we were connecting this, and then we were trying to debug that while the demo level was running, right? So this is what we did yesterday. It is what we did yesterday. And if I go here and I debug this guy, now he's walking, is obviously walking badly. He's saying that this variable is not in scope for whatever reason. Maybe I need to compile it and save it. He's saying that the value is not in scope, huh? Returns the value 0. He's returning 0 though. I mean, now he's walking funny here as well, okay? But it's exactly what we want. So that is the problem, right? He's walking funny here as well because we forced. Did I spell it right? Wait underscore gate. Why it is 0? It's very strange there is 0. It's very strange there is 0. Variable is not in scope. Here is 0 and here is saying not in scope. Why is saying not in scope? Okay, let me try on the other machine. I don't know why it's doing this. Do I need to save it? Maybe I need to save it. Okay, let's save this thing. Let's save this file. Let's save this file. Current value 0. And here is saying variable is not in scope. I don't know why. Also, this once is saying variable is not in scope. Do I need to click on something else? Let me close all the windows and reopen it, because I don't know, sometimes maybe, I don't know, maybe cannot navigate here properly for whatever reason. He's always saying variable is not in scope. And he's saying the same here in standing play rate. Even if we see this moving. Variable is not, everything is not in scope, not in scope, not in scope, not in scope. That's strange. But if I connect the standing play rate with this and recompile, it's really fucking up. Okay, because you cannot do it on the fly, I guess. I guess you cannot do it on the fly. But now here is walking normally, right? Let me 1 second do the same on the other machine and see if I can see that value. So base layer, locomotion. I need the mouse. Yep. Okay. So get curve value. And we get weight gate. And then we put this value here and we do watch this value. And we save it. I don't know, I was so happy, but maybe I declared victory too quickly. He's always saying variable is not in scope. Also, in the other one, he's always saying variable is not in scope, and now we are always getting a value at 0. I don't know if this is the right way to do it though. I don't know if this is the right way to do it. Target is animation instance, get curve value. I don't know if the curve value on the animation instance is the one that we want, or if we want the value of the curve on the particular animation asset, you know, on the animation sequence. So I don't know if we are is there something like get current sequence or no? Because like this we cannot really see the value. I remember we could see the value yesterday though, so I'm a bit confused on why now I cannot see it. Variable is not in scope. Variable is not in scope. So like we are not going through this. Variable is not in scope. Variable is not in scope. All these variables are not in scope. I don't know what it means in scope, but to me the scope is this one, is the character you are debugging, which by the way is the character you can see here on the left. So and by the way it's working properly there. Is there a way I can print these values, or because I don't think that printf works from no, printf doesn't work in animation blueprint, right? So I cannot really, well, I can do it on the character though. I mean, on the tick of the character I can print out that curve value maybe. I don't know, can I do it? Wait, because it's the child blueprint. We did this error yesterday already. Okay. We need to move this to use this blueprint and not the child, and then we will see it. Okay. We did this mistake already yesterday. Now I remember. So now this should be in scope actually. Yes, now I see the value. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the problem was that. Okay, so we just do it again. Get curve value, and then we say wait gate, and then we, yeah, it's saying not in scope because for some reason it's not capable of debugging the child blueprint, but for us it's fine. Okay, as long as he debugs this one, for us it's fine. So yes, the value here is moving between 0.5 and 2. Okay. Okay, let me check on the other machine. Let me check on the other machine doing the same change. Doing the same change. Debugging this guy. Yeah. He stays at 0. On the other machine, he stays at 0. The other machine stays at 0. Okay, let me reopen in the other machine. The walk, the run, just to be sure that we got the right names now. They are not getting reset somehow. Okay, so I will do on the other machine the following. So I will search run F, and I will open it, and I will see if we have these two curves values. Okay, because I want to be sure that we got the right files and the right files were actually substituted properly. So run F, I open ALS run F, and actually yes, I see I see the right name, which is wait with the H and the T and gate. Yes, it's exactly the same name. Yes, it's exactly the same name. It's exactly the same name. And if I look on this side, here I have feed position and wait gate, which is at 2. So if I look on the other machine, animation curve. On the other machine I see the other values moving. Oh my god. On the other machine, instead of seeing feed position moving, I see enable IK hand moving. Holy fuck. Oh my god. I can take a screenshot if you want, but basically imagine that these two numbers moving are on top of the old names. Here there is really a fuck up. Here there is really a fuck up. I mean, here the engine is really fucking up something because it's not normal, you know. It's not normal that you have a curve which is actually not the right one here. I mean, it makes no sense. Okay, let me do this. Let me add the curve that we want. Okay, let me add again. I cannot. I cannot. Let me say broken 1 and broken 2. Yeah, that music is perfect now. That music is perfect. So now I can add wait gate again, so and feed position, right? So I add feed position and I add wait gate. Okay. And now, for example, I say that this one is should always be 2, right? Should always be 2. I don't know how to do it, but I want choose the axis movement. Y only. Can I move it? Can I move it? I assume I can move it now. So I will move it to 2, right? I don't know exactly if this is a but if I delete it, no, delete is a bad idea. I don't know if this is okay. Anyway, now the value is 2, right? Now the value is 2 of the wait gate. So let me see from the right side. Yes, now on the right side I see 2 wait gate. Okay, so feed position. Can I copy this curve? Because if I can copy it, maybe I have a chance, but can I Control C this thing and somehow no, would be too easy, eh? Cannot Control V at all. Fuck. Did you try to retarget a run animation normally and test it there? I can try to retarget only that animation. The problem is that, you know what happens is that you will get an ALS_run 1 and it will be another file, and then I will have to change all the blend spaces and all the references in 3 million places where that animation is getting called, including all the graphs which are calling that thing a million times, right? And like this, you know, play ALS_sprint. So I will have to change all of those manually. I went through this already one time, and it's not a good thing to do. because there are really so many references. So many references. So I don't think it's a good idea. No, it's not working. Replacing the U asset is not working because he has the ID. I went through that already one time. It's impossible, I tell you. It's impossible. He has the UID inside, and even if you change the UID somehow, he's still keeping the reference to the other ones. I spent like 1 week in August. I remember it was during holidays, just trying to manually, you know, manually force the engine to use one animation that I retarget manually inside ALS. Was a bloodbath. So it was impossible. At the end, I gave up. Actually, I managed to do it if you just change the name, because then I searched all the occurrences, you know, in the 1 million graph of ALS, and I replaced it manually, and that actually worked. But it's an insane job, I tell you. It's an insane job, so I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, just for the sake of proving the point, let me try to see if we can somehow replicate this thing. The point is that it's not very easy. Is a lot of values. Is a lot of values. Can we copy a value? No, we can delete it. Oh, fuck. But wait. But ALS as a macro to copy the curves, believe it or not. ALS as a macro, because ALS has the same problem, you know. The guy that made ALS is exactly the same issue. And so instead of going crazy, he developed, I don't remember where is it, but I remember that he developed a way to do that. Macro. ALS Hood micro library. No. I'm pretty sure I have like a memory. Advanced locomotion. Copy curves. Last time you did it, you did what? The forcing of there was a way. I don't remember. ALS wiki. Let me go in the wiki that we wrote, and let me search here. Can I search only inside this wiki, or here I'm searching everywhere? If I search here, do I search everything, or I search only this one? Macro. In this repository, yes. No. What do you mean curve 0? How was it done? I did it, but it was a long time ago. I did the copy of the macro. Maybe I can check on the Discord. Let me search for copy curve. No. Wait. An modifier that is just to make life easy in the editor, but have no use at runtime. For example, you can use to copy all the curves in one animation to another. Exactly. Where is that? Anim modifiers. are there just to make your life easy in the editor, but they have no use in the runtime. For example, you can use them to copy all the curves from one animation to another, or you can create new curves in many animation at once. When the curves are created, copied, it doesn't matter. By the way, you don't need the curves to go. But how do I do it? It doesn't tell me how. It's saying animation modifiers. Animation modifiers. What do you mean? Animation. Fuck, the problem is that I did it, boys. I did it. I just don't remember. I mean, I've seen it. Not I did it, but I've seen it. Scripted action. These are my scripted actions. I don't remember. I don't remember. I did from Windows here. Yeah, it was probably. Wait, it was here. It was here. It was here. It was here somewhere. Animation modifier. Where is animation modifiers? Animation modifiers. Animation manager. Animation notifies. Montage section. Animation data modifiers. Yes. Copy curves is here. Is this. Now, I don't know how it works, but anim copy from. Copy all curves. Nice. Okay. Okay. We have a way, boys. We have a way. Okay, so we will delete all this shit for a second. So we will remove this curve. Remove this curve, and remove this curve. Okay. And then we are going to do animation modifier. Okay. Copy curves. Yes. And then we're gonna select ALS_N_run_F, but we want the one that is sitting inside the plugin. Yes, exactly this one. Okay. And then we do copy all the curves. And then we do apply modifiers, I guess. The problem is that it's not the same. Fuck. No, maybe it's only the visualization. No, I didn't copy the... It didn't copy this. I think he didn't copy the... Fuck. Because I think in the original one is something like this. No? Straighten. Constant. I think it was all constant then. Yes, it was all constant. I think it's not copying the... I think I fucked it up a bit. Constant, yes. If I convert them all to constant, is identical to what it was. So I think unfortunately it's not opening, is not copying the key curve, how to call it, the thingy. It's not copying the tangents, the thingy. But okay, but basically like this is identical to what it was. Okay, So at least the run, okay, at least the run in theory. Now, let me see if we see the right value moving. At least here we see the right values. Okay, here we see the right values. Now we need to see that if I check it in and I bring it on the other machine, if it's correct or not. That's the question. That's the real question. So another try at fixing curves in run animation. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it on the other machine. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, boys. SBN update. Okay. Scripts editor. I think anyway I know I did try it and didn't really work. What did you try? What did you try? The copy? No, the copy is okay. I think the copy works. But let's see now. Let's see. I mean, in reality, we only need to fix the run. I mean, the run is the only one that is really fucked up. Now, we may have other problems with other animations, but okay, let me see. So we try to run the test again. We try to run the test again. I really hope like this it works, because if it doesn't work even like this, fuck. I need to restore the wait, I need to restore the value. Well, I can check the value because we are in debug mode. I'm debugging I'm on the other machine. I'm debugging the blueprint to see the value because it's modified. Characters, PS template, good skeleton, animation. Okay, I'm opening the animation because we did the change, and now I want to debug this character here, and I want to see this value. Okay, the value is okay. The value is okay, boys. So let's see if it really works also in practice, but the value is okay. So I restore the proper connection in the animation blueprint. I restore the proper connection and I run the test. Yes. He's walking properly. He's walking properly, boys. Very nice. So okay. So what we learned is that renaming doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Fuck, there is a problem though. There is a problem. I mean, it's a problem. It's better than nothing, but still it's not great, you know. So we discovered that renaming an existing curve in the anim sequence from the editor is not working. We discovered that renaming an existing curve in dynamic sequence in the other is not working. In fact, the rename happens, but then the curve used is no the curve name. But then internally, let's say, the curve name used is still the old one. I don't know how to explain it, but basically like this. So this is not something that we can actually do. But then we discovered also something else. And we discovered that that we can copy the curves from the original ALS files by enabling what? By enabling window animation data modifier. By enabling Windows animation data modifier, and then using the macro copy curves. Now, this way it works. Okay, the problem is there is a lot of manual work. That's my issue, because okay, I'm very happy that it works, excited, but it's a fucking insane. I mean, to do it for all of them, well, no, it's not a lot, because actually I just click on copy, because I also need to fix that the tangents, right? Yes, because this is missing. Because so what I need to say is macro copy curves, and then, because it's not enough, that thing is actually not enough, unfortunately. It's not enough, boys. It's not enough. Copy curves, and then manually changing the tangents to constant. For the run anime, for the feet position curve. This way it works. So it's actually a bit of a, I mean, it's quite some manual stuff to do. Now I can do it. I mean, for you, I can do it, boys. But for you, I can do it. Unless Gion has another idea, which it cannot be retargeting. Because that will have a cascade effect that you have no idea of that cascade effect. The cascade effect of retargeting will be insane. I will have to redo a million things. So it's not possible. We are in a no return way. No return point. But it is okay. So maybe what I can do, I can identify the critical ones, okay, which probably are just the walk, the run, and the sprint, and do those three this way, okay, and then see, you know, on the other clients, if we see any big problem in the other animation. Oh, by the way, the walk backward will have the same problem, huh? Because now we are walking only forward. It's such a pity that you cannot rename it for real. I mean, the rename is basically doing nothing. So the rename is bugged, you know. The rename is not using the existing one in case you give it the same name. I don't even know what it's doing. Is there a way to like unclick it? No. Material, morph target, bones. Is there a way to drag and drop it? No. Rename curve. No, but we cannot rename, because if we rename it here, we rename it from the skeleton. So I'm pretty sure that internally this guy is keeping like an index, and during the retargeting, he fucked up the index. Just edit that modifier and add vectors and transform. What do you mean? To modify the macro, so at least the macro is also keeping the tangents. That is what you mean? Yeah, that could be an idea. I don't know if it's easy to do, but and I don't know how to. This new modifier simply code curves from animation to another. On event apply, curves to copy all curves. For each loop, does this curve exist? Curve name. Type of curve, float curve. Get float keys. Add float key. So basically here we should somehow get the I mean, for each of the keys we should get the tangent, which I don't even know if it's possible, but anyway, times values. But you see the get float keys is returning times and values, is not returning the is not changing the tangents. Add float curve key. So maybe it's not even possible in the engine, I don't know. It only copy floats and make it copy vector. No, I don't understand what you mean. I mean, this one is not the one used in the retarget, because the retarget is done by Unreal Engine. So this one is an ALS thing. So the retarget is fucked up by itself and is a bug in the engine. I mean, I'm pretty sure of that. This one is a utility that was created by ALS to copy the curves, but it seems he's not copying the key tangent. I don't know if he has a name, but basically this thing. Cycle linear extrapolation, I think it's called. Extrapolation, linear constant. So this thing, but I don't know if I can set it, right? I don't know if I can set, because here is just add float curve keys. So I don't know if I can edit the extrapolation something, you know, the curve, the key, no, the key. It must be a key extrapolation setting or something. Because obviously if he does it for me, it would be easier, but get gesture point, get key. Add the transformation curve key. Add transformation key to specify the animation curve of the given transform. So what we need, let me search for constant, because get constant value, f interp to constant. Because on the key we will have to set this constant. I don't know if it's easier to do it manually. Add vector, add float. Let me see again how it so if I go here, right, and I take this curve, but for some reason this curve is, let me add a new key, add key. Okay, when I'm in add key, I can right click and I can select, you see, cubic interpolation, user interpolation, or constant interpolation. At least for the feet, what we need is constant interpolation. So basically the keyword is interpolation, right? That's the keyword that we need. So interp keys from interp curve float, curve from vector, interp is out, interp to constant. But these are functions that we can use to interpolate. It's not a setting on the key. So I don't know if it's possible to set, maybe, you know, it's not exposed to blueprints. Maybe that change is not exposed to blueprints. I can do it manually for the 3 or 4, you know, that are really fucked up. I will have to do it basically. I think the most relevant are the walk, the run and the sprint, forward and backward. Now, I don't know if we have also the same problem for the walk on the right and the left. That I don't know. Walk, right, forward, for example. I think we will have the same issue, boys. I think we have exactly the same problem, but let me open the walk RF, walk RF. So if I go in ALS, if I go in ALS and I try to find, wait, the walk RF, yes, it's the same. It's the same problem. So we have it in many places. We have it in the walk right and left, forward and backward. And we have the same on the run, forward, backward, left and right, and on the sprint, forward, backward, left and right. It seems that luckily for us, in the crouch, this bug was not present. So if I search the, you see, if I search the walk, no, sorry, it is the ALS one, but I think we checked it already. If I check the walk, no, what is the name? CLF_walk, CLF_walk, L. You see, it is correct. So for some reason in the crouch, it didn't fuck up. Now, don't ask me why, but maybe it's just a pure in ordering, you know, of these things. It's a pure indexing that went wrong, right? But okay, the good news is that we discovered how to do it. We know exactly how to fix it. And it actually works, right? The only problem is that there is a bit of a manual work to do, right? So we need to identify all the ones that are broken. and we need to do this sequence. I don't know if I can improve this sequence of operations. So to make it, I mean, to do it in a smarter way, right? To do it in a smarter way, or if there is another trick that we can do here. If there is another trick. The problem is that here you cannot even duplicate, you know? You cannot do much with these curves. Let me see what I can do exactly. I can add a curve, but obviously it's not allowing to add one that exists already. And anyway, when you add is clean. I can add metadata, which I have no idea what it does. Add an existing metadata curve. Is this copying from... No, but metadata is something else. No, metadata is something else. Then I can convert to metadata, which I don't know what it's doing. Uh-oh. Convert to metadata. Convert to curve. Uh-oh. It fucked it up completely. Convert to metadata doesn't seem to be a good idea. Then what else I can do? I can remove all the curves. I can show the curve key. Additive layer tracks. See if I can right click somewhere. I can edit the curve, but okay, let me see what we can do here in edit curve. Maybe there is a solution that we didn't see. For example, can I rename it here? No, I cannot rename it. Can I right click it? No. Okay, I cannot do anything to this element. I can choose the viewing mode. Okay. I can zoom to fit. I can focus on the curve. I can. This is all visualization options. Select get key, all tangent, no tangent. Now this is not what is it. This I don't know. Maybe it's when you select a key. Okay, this is the timing of the key that you can change manually. Deactivate the current tool until supporting selection. Activate the transform tool. Activate the retime. Yeah, these are all editing capabilities to edit the keys, right? That allows you to easily edit the keys if you need it. Toggle time snapping, toggle value snapping, cubic interpolation, cubic interpolation. These are just the ones that you can set on the specific key. So if you select a key, then this thing is something you can set, right? Then I can flatten, I can straighten. Open a new window will let you choose from user implementable filter classes. Holy shit. Bake, Euler, Fourier simplify. Okay. So these are basically effects that you apply to the curve, and you can probably even make one effect and apply it. Okay. It's only manual work at this point, because we found a solution. We found a solution. It's only manual work. So the manual work is to go through all of them, understand which one are fucked up. I can make a list. I can create a list of all the ones that are broken. So what I can do, I go through all the 91 and I make a list of all the ones that are broken. And then for each one, I go in and I copy the animations from the ALS ones. I think I have another way. Do you have any other ways? I don't think I have any other ways. I think that's what I need to do. I can do it. I don't know. It may take... I I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours, but then it's done. I don't know how much time it's gonna take, but we can do it. We can do it, boys. I don't know if I want to do it now, though. I think no. I mean, maybe we can start doing the list of the one that are fucked up. That I can. That I can, which basically are. Well, there is another reasoning to do though. That all the ones that are fucked up are only the ones for which by C++ we call the curve by name, right? Now, if we could call the curve by index, then we fix the problem automatically. Right? Fuck. Because the problem is that is it true what I'm saying or not? Is it true? Am I saying the truth or not? Am I saying the truth or not? Not fully sure. Wait a second. Walk rf walk rf. So for example, this one is the one that is fucked up, right? This is one of the ones that is fucked up. So basically this curve has the right data, but enable NIK. Yeah, it's moving the right. Yeah, it's moving the right. It's moving the right curve in the skeleton. He's moving the right curve in the skeleton. So the fact that he has a wrong name here is purely accessory for us if we can get a curve value by index. And not by name. Return the value of a name curve. Get curve value. Get all curve names. Let me see how it does this. Maybe we just copy the function, and we... Something I can ask you, Gion, the next bug is that I have... where is it? Fuck, I didn't save it. I have a problem with the acceleration of the character when it's standing... from standing still to sprint, which is basically the character is... let me see, I think I have a screenshot in... because I posted it. I don't know where I posted it. No, so I know where I posted it, but I don't know how back I need to go, how far back I need to go to find it. 2105. I don't think it was much more than this. Maybe I posted under general discussion. But basically when I sprint, the character is bending over so much, and I didn't find where is that setting. Maybe since you have ALS, and I understand that you are using ALS, maybe you can find it. Fuck, why I cannot find my own post? Okay, cannot find it. I cannot find it. But basically what happens, okay, is that when you sprint, right? So your imagine your character is this. When you sprint, he bends forward so much up to the point, sorry, this window is full of shit. Up to the point that the character for a millisecond looks bent like this, okay? Instead of being vertical. Now, I think it's okay. I think that what ALS is doing is calculating the acceleration, and this is really visible from standing to sprint, is less visible from running to sprint. But from standing to sprint, the character dips down, really, it dives down nearly to the ground, or I don't know. I mean, the angle is something like this compared to the ground, right? And it totally makes no sense. I try to find it, and it's a mix, I think, of orientation of the character and lean amount. I try to modify it, but I spent a lot of time. I couldn't actually find where it is. I don't know if you had the same problem, but it looks pretty bad. I arrived to find it inside lean calculate ground lean amount. There is a calculate ground lean amount. This one, lean amount FB. Lean amount R. I tried to put it even at 0, as you can see. It was not changing much, and then I found there is also an overall character rotation on top of the lean amount. And I think it's probably the character rotation which is doing the change, because I tried to change it here and it was not really changing much. I tried to print it and to do a lot of stuff, but at the end, it is looking pretty bad. I don't know why they did it so... I mean, I think it's just a calculation of the acceleration. So the fact that from standing to sprint you accelerate a lot is bending the character. And but anyway, let me check 1 second what it's doing here, because maybe get curve value by name, U animation instance, get curve value. Okay. Get proxy animation curves. Find is a find on a T map. Does he has also the reverse? Does he also has the reverse T map? Maybe, if we are lucky. Animation curves. No. Now, because sometimes, for example, in plane shift, what we do when we have a T map that is pretty big, we store two tmaps, like one ordered by name and the other one ordered by ID, and so we can quickly search by ID or by name in two different tmaps. And yes, there is a bit of overhead or keeping them up to date, but if it's a lot of data that is not changing often, I think is good. You found it? Because I found a variable, but it's not making a difference. I found a variable that is called lean amount. I think it's on character instance. Is a constant that is here. This one, grounded lean interp speed. I don't know if it's the same one that you found, but I found this one. I tried to change it to 1 or 0. Doesn't make any difference. I don't know why. So I mean, it's not changing that particular effect, right, of the character pushing down the ground so much. To me, it will be enough to clamp it, you know. I don't want to really change the code. I don't know. I mean, to me, it's just to say, okay, if the maximum should be, you know, instead of this angle, right? Instead of this angle, I don't know, it's the opposite. Instead of this angle, you know, which at the moment is like 45 degrees, just limit it to 20, right? So don't push down so much. Don't push down so much. So that's but I'm pretty happy that we can fix it. Okay, I'm very happy that we can fix it. Unfortunately, we can fix it only with some pain, but with some grunt work. But I think I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'm gonna do it in the spare time. You know, I will not do a stream of that thing because it will be super annoying to watch. And also I think it would be super annoying for me to do it for 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours or maybe 3 hours, how much it will take. But I think I can take in the spare time, you know, some time to do that. Let me see if we received the new... No, not yet. Okay, so what should we do? I think it's about time, but I think maybe before going, I can check the voiceover for the Stonehammer, which is one of the one that I'm missing. One of the ones that I'm missing. And we can check the text and maybe do some work on it. The text is very long, so but this has been recorded already. So the Stonehammer we have, but I didn't have the time to do it. So we have it under music, voiceovers, Jeremy 522, Stonehammer data. Okay. So this one is the Stonehammer data that we need to check. The volume is still very low. I think in this second take, unfortunately, the volume is lower that in the previous takes. It's a pity, but so we have to work a bit on it. We will listen to it with some gain so that we
The proud and stout Stonehammers.
We only have one take on this one, so whatever it is, it is.
The proud and stout Stonehammers are quite short, at most reaching 150.
The first word, he didn't really pronounce them clearly, so it's not very easy to understand what he's saying.
The proud and stout.
It sounds like brown more than proud.
The proud and stout Stonehammers.
Right? This one maybe we should remake.
The proud and stout Stonehammers are quite short, at most reaching 150 centimeters. Hailing from their harsh homeworld of Finjargen, these ingenious dwarves built their...
This one was not easy to read, but I think he did a good job in reading that. I think he just invented how to read it, but it's okay.
These ingenious dwarves built their wondrous isolated cities deep within mountains and cliffsides to escape the semi-toxic air of their thin atmosphere. This segregation created the many dwarven clans, the largest known two being the Stonebreakers and the Hammer-wielders. Valuing honor above all else, the Stonehammers prefer a good fight against a challenging opponent to test their strength and learn from defeat. This ethos gives the Stonehammers a characteristically loyal personality and their unique sportsmanship attitude towards winning or losing. Individuals are usually very direct, even rough, but warm and merry, especially in their favorite environment of a tavern with a mug of good ale. Expert fighters, the Hammer-wielders are...
I think it's good. Again, the second recording, it literally says the brown. Yeah, exactly. I think he fucked up a bit at the beginning. I think I need to ask him to redo it. Let me just keep a note or directly message him and tell him that. Okay, so let's listen to the rest and see how it goes. But this part is pretty good. I think that I mean, I'm not a voice actor expert, okay, but let's say I think I have a sense of what, at least I can feel it as a receiver, you know. So I think that the difference between this recording and the previous recording is that it was probably speaking or sitting down, so not standing, or anyway with a bit less preparation in the body to speak, right? Because it seems that the volume is a bit lower and also the confidence is a bit lower. But probably was sitting, I don't know, but it sounds...
These ingenious dwarves built their wondrous isolated cities deep within mountains and cliffsides.
This one we heard already, so I think we can go further.
Opponent to test their strength and learn from defeat. This ethos gives the Stonehammers a characteristically
okay, we are here. But also merry and blah blah blah, right?
Attitude towards winning or losing. Individuals are usually very direct, even rough, but warm and merry, especially in their favorite environment of a tavern with a mug of good ale.
I think this one is good.
Expert fighters, the Hammer-wielders are reliable soldiers and respected strategists in battle. Civilians are well known for their brilliant engineering and intricate craftsmanship. Magic is used sparingly by members of the clan, preferring instead hard physical work.
That's good.
Stonebreaker Clan.
Stonebreaker Clan. He read Stonebreaker Clan, but he didn't read Hammerwielder Clan. So I'm missing the title. I think it just went through, but it didn't. Okay, so I'm just taking notes.
Expert fighters. The hammer wielders are reliable soldiers and respect.
Okay, this one we heard already.
Stonebreaker Clan. A clan of mostly scholars, it is common to find stonebreakers researching fields of magic, engineering, and science, or producing works in different forms of art. Far less religious than their hammer wielder brothers, individuals of this clan are far less likely to pursue clerical careers.
I think the voice is really different from the original takes, but no, not I mean, I don't want to exaggerate. I think it's good, but I think in these ones, let me take maybe the final that I saved, which is probably easier. Clero's Final Mono, for example, if I open it with Audacity. Okay, this one has been edited by me already, cleaned up, volume increased, and I mean, obviously is much better, but...
The Cleros from Eskelia, a land of vast oceans and small rocky islands, are an amphibious race, though scaled, and bear eggs to continue their long line.
You see the difference? I mean, it's much more full. The voice is much more full than...
They have a tall, slim body.
Less religious than their hammer wielder brothers, individuals of this clan
is very different. I don't know if it's only for the stone hammer or it's also for the cran, because the cran I already finalized and I think the result was okay. Let me see. Oh no, I didn't finalize the cran because there was a problem. No, but I finalized another one, the lemur. Yes, the lemur I finalized. It was from the second take. By the way, hello Alexander, welcome.
The first of the native races to Eliakim, the exquisite lemur, were created by the god Lynx and are physiologically similar to humans, but differ in their pale to azure hypoxiated skin.
I think this one is still good. It's the second take, but it's good. But I think it's good. Let me see the cran. What do you mean by over enunciating?
They are unable to smell.
Right.
They are unable to smell and perceive sounds as vibrations through their body. Their eyes give them infrared vision. Cran have an innate connection with one another. They can feel nearby Cran through a deep link. Thus, Cran can consciously share vague emotions through this link.
I think this one is a kind of a middle ground between the two. So I think lemur are still good.
To azure hypoxiated skin. Lemurs are widely considered beautiful.
I think lemur is still good. Cran start to go down a bit.
Eyes give them infrared vision. Cran have an innate connection with one another. They can feel nearby Cran through a deep link. Thus, Cran can consciously share vague emotions through this link.
It's still good.
Cave located beneath the unexplored planet's surface. The Cran were created by the god Talad as a sentient mineral race.
Yeah, apart from the fact that he has to be Talad and not Talad, but it's good. I think the only problem really I have with the stone hammer. Let me try to boost the volume more so that it feels the same volume.
Far less religious than their hammer wielder brothers, individuals of this clan are far less likely to pursue clerical careers.
You see the voice here? The voice here is nearly cracking because it's so low volume.
Individuals of this clan are far less likely to pursue clerical careers.
Now this one I think he needs to redo.
Hailing from their harsh homeworld of Finyargan, these ingenious dwarves built their wondrous isolated cities deep within mountains and cliffsides to escape the semi-toxic air of their thin atmosphere. This segregation created the many dwarven clans, the largest known two being the Stonebreakers and the Hammer Wielders.
Some parts are good, like this piece was good, but it's very uneven in tone, right? In tone and power. I'm just taking notes. At the end, your voice is nearly cracking. It's nearly cracking. Maybe you were recording sitting down, or just try to lower the volume, just with low volume. Just try to keep the volume low in the room. Yeah, I don't know. There is something that is not working constantly in this piece. It's also the more complex one because it's the longest.
Individuals of this clan are far less likely to pursue clerical careers.
Yeah, if you listen to this last piece, is evident, is absolutely evident. So okay, I think I'm gonna ask him to remake it if he can. I mean, if so, because he would like to keep a kind of a constant quality, you know, over the, and the others are very good, so he can definitely do it. It's just a matter of, you know, maybe being in the right moment where your voice is good, and also maybe being able to have no one around so that you can keep a good tone. If you are living with other people, maybe not always you can, you know, record what you want and speak loud and things like that. But yeah, so these are pretty much the problem we have with this audio. Okay, I think I'm gonna go, boys. If you want to click on follow on Twitch, that would be very appreciated. And also if you can click on subscribe on YouTube, will be nice. We have a goal of 50 now, 50 Patreons that we just updated today. We are 46 Patreons at the moment. If you want to become a Patreon, that will also be great. You get access to the alpha of the game, and also you get access to some of the videos and pictures and updates that sometimes I'm posting here, plus some perks on Discord. And okay, so thank you for watching. Tomorrow I think I will be streaming, most likely. Yes, I think so. We will see what to do. Maybe we'll do something else, not the animation fixes. But okay, and Gion, yes, you find something for that. Relative acceleration amount is basically an additive animation. Call LS sprint impulse inside the graph at the bottom. Okay, I will keep a note of this, and I will see if we can ease it out, right? ALS sprint F input. So what we need to find is how that is getting multiplied, right? Inside the same graph at the bottom. You mean the same graph, the one that we were looking at? Sprinting cycle. This one, sprint impulse. Play rate 0.83. Standing play rate. There is a fixed. Is this a fixed play rate or what? Play rate base is 8.383, but is bound to something or not? No, it's not bound to anything. So it's a fixed value. So potentially, if I lower this value, it will reduce it. This is what you're saying, huh? I can try. Because it seems that it's somehow multiplied by the... no, sorry, it's divided by 0.83, by 0.8. So it's anyway coming from the play rate. Okay, anyway, I can try to play a bit with this, with these values and see how it goes, okay? Yeah, we can clamp this one maybe before putting it. So we can clamp this one before putting it here, right? So that is, or we can scale it down. Maybe not. Maybe we can divide it by 2. I don't know. We can. I will find a way, because clamp it doesn't mean that it's always, you know, the right way. The alpha. Clamp map range 20, 0.5. I will try maybe by dividing this by 2 only when it goes into the impulse, because so it will stay, you know, like a spring, you understand? So it will stay flexible anyway, but it will be twice as less effective. So it is pretty much what I want. I don't want to make it look stiff or anything else. So clamping usually is but yeah, maybe it is 20, you know, if you make it like 10, maybe. Yeah, in fact, the original value was 10, by the way. Now it's 20, but okay, I can try this. Thank you. I will try it. Maybe I take a screenshot of this, because otherwise I will forget immediately. Okay, and we will put it here for sprint bending. Okay, thank you guys. Have fun. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a good night.